Okay, what's up, everybody? Hippie's Chopper Corner, if you haven't already noticed. Um, so, let's go over here to this one. All right, this is the one I had out Saturday. I rode it up to Lyles, Tennessee, which is just the next town over from where I live. There was a grand opening. But anyway, if you don't keep up, well, no, I filmed that little short. I don't know why I went there, but coming back Saturday, she started running really, really crappy. This is a very fun bike to ride. Just the way it's set up, it's ideal for a foot clutch jockey shift. Which this one is a foot clutch jockey shift. That one I'm going to maintain the hand clutch on. That one, when I build it, of course, it'll be a foot clutch jockey shift. But I'll get you up to speed in a minute. But anyway, y'all know I've got my pan head, which has the standard, the standard clutch on it, regular hand shift. It's got a 6-over front end, blase on it. This one is a foot clutch jockey shift, and it's not complicated motorcycle to ride with a foot clutch jockey shift. If you've never ridden a foot clutch jockey shift, that one over there would be the ideal one to learn how to ride on, because it's low, it's level, your hands are down, it's easier to do. This one's got 16-inch apes on it, got a 6-over Paco front end on it. I got options, okay? I lost the cylinder on this one. You guys are going to see that in the video that's going to be premiering on Wednesday. And I don't even know what today is, but anyway, that video should be premiering on Tuesday. I think that video is going to come out Tuesday. Anyway, you're going to find out I lost the rear cylinder on this one. I got to leave for Born Free, Texas, okay? That being said, I've got about a week left, okay? Do I want to pull that motor out? And reason I want to take this bike so bad is this is the bike basically that built my channel. Literally. This was the bike that I got all the quote-unquote, not going to say fame, but all the I got noticed because of this bike. I've got a short that went viral, 320,000 views, I think. But for some reason it went viral. So I was really looking forward to taking this bike. And I still could, but I would have to pull this motor out and put this motor in it. So I don't know if I feel like doing that or not. I think it would be a lot less work on me, especially being a week before I'm scheduled to leave. I think it would be a lot easier if I just set this bike up to be a little more comfortable for me, going somewhere that I'm not familiar with and all that. Because, I've ridden this bike so much that I'm just so comfortable on it, man. It being a foot clutch jockey shift, I'm not nervous about going anywhere on this bike. I don't care what your terrain is. I don't care if it's a hill. I'm as comfortable on this bike as I am a hand clutch bike. Let's put it that way. Because, y'all know I don't run a front brake on this bike. So that being said, I think what I'm going to do, instead of swapping engines, because I'll just be out here wrenching and thrashing, and it's not much to it, man. Just 4 bolts hold that motor in. Unhook take the primary belt off of it. Unhook the coil, the wire going to my points, unhook 3 oil lines, snatch the motor out. We got to pull the exhaust off, of course. Snatch the motor out, boom, same thing on that one, and then put that motor in this bike. Then when I got back, I'd have to take that motor out of this bike, put it back in that bike, because the reason I'm saying all this, and I know it's going to be confusing, that motor is not going to get built around that frame right there. When I hardtail this frame, it's going to be, because I have a title to this frame, right? And I have a title to this frame, but the guy screwed me, man. He sold me the bike, and because I didn't title it for like 2 years, he sold me the frame, is what he sold me. Just a frame, naked frame with a title. Well, it took me a couple of years to get the parts and pieces, build the bike, get it painted, chrome paint. It took me a little while to build this one. And when I went to title it, he had applied for a lost title. So that made my title null and void. Well, he lives 5 hours away in southern Indiana. So right now I've done nothing about it. I've accepted the loss on that. What I can do is put that motor in that bike. And if I put that motor in that bike, this motor came with a title, okay? Now, it's got a short shaft on it. So I have to have a short shaft transmission. You basically need a pre-1970 ratchet top to put in it, because they made 3 links on the shafts and the transmission, and the ratchet tops had a short, a mid, and a long. I'll need a short shaft for that one. I got a guy thinking about trading me a short shaft for some parts I got, but anyway, I'm running long here. I think I'm gonna pull that motor out, put it on the engine stand, and figure out what happened to it. If nothing else, while I'm building that bike, rebuild the engine, because I knew that engine needed to be rebuilt. I'm gonna take this one. I'm going to pull that 6-over front end off. I'm going to put this front end on it. I'm going to take that seat. I'm going to take that seat and put on it, because that is the most uncomfortable seat you will ever find. It's not comfortable. But I'm going to do all that and set this bike up to ride like that one does. I think that's the less work on me. So that's what we're getting ready to do. So y'all hang tight. Okay. Now I'm walking around in circles. I don't know where my tripod is. Does anybody see my... Okay. Am I losing my mind, guys? I know I'm old, but damn. It's right here. It's right there, dummy. You big dummy. Big dummy. That's what I call F-bomb, big dummy. F-bomb said he's got a buddy that recognized him from YouTube. Oh, man. Ground wire came loose. Oh, yeah. She came loose, all right. Yep, nothing works when that comes loose. Okay. Well, we're going to get this dude up in there and see what shakes loose. Guys, I don't even know if this video is going to make the cut. I hadn't planned on filming. So, this one is kind of just off the cuff. Brake lights right there. floorboard's in the way. That is sketchy as fuck right there. I know, I should put a ratchet strap on it, huh? Well, I'm not gonna. I should, but I ain't. Because I'm lazy as shit. There. That ought at least keep it from, that ought at least keep it from sliding. Wouldn't hurt me to pull them clutches out and clean them neither, probably. Got that one dusted good. That's what I need to do. I need to add a spacer to that one. I knew I had something different on this one. I just don't remember what it was. Alright guys, I'm gonna get to work. I'll bring y'all back in a little bit. Hopefully I don't drop the bike.
To the bottom of this bottle of whiskey, and I smoke my last cigarette. Another weekend gone.
Alright, well, we getting there, guys. Probably should do a lot of this before I jacked it up, but I just wasn't thinking. If I could find my chuck, I'd be using my nut burner. I'd be using my impact. It'd go a lot faster if I was. These bars actually are a little wide for this particular setup I'm using, but I made it work good enough, but I may have galled some threads on these screws too. We're gonna find out. Yeah, man, I was pretty distraught. About that motor tanking, but if y'all really been paying attention to the channel, if you're one of my diehards, then you've heard me say in previous, y'all excuse me just a minute. You've heard me say in a previous video that this winter I was gonna pull that motor out and do a fresh top end on it. Well, I'm doing it a little bit earlier. I was hoping she would make it through the season for me, but it looks like she just ain't gonna do it, man. So I'd like to just swap motors and take that bike with me, but it's just too much work on me to have to do it. 'Cause that motor, then this motor would have to come out. I'd have to take that motor out, put this motor in, then pull that motor out, put it back in here, and then put that motor in that. When I can just do one motor swap when the time comes. So, I guess we'll get back to work building that one when we get back from going free. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this screw here is gonna have some thread beat up on it. Put these right back in their home so I can keep up with them. Man, shout out Slick Ed Custom Cycles, y'all. Up in the Northeast. Up there in that Northeast. Down in South Jersey. Shout out to my old buddy Ralph. Ralph up at It's My Time, Let's Go. Up in Nova Scotia. Up in Canada land. Should be a boat time for y'all some snow up there, Ralph. Shout out to my longtime subscribers too, man. A lot of y'all are longtime subscribers and you're always in my comments too, man. Sassy Shovel, how y'all been? Ain't seen y'all in a while. Rusty, Twilight. There's a lot of y'all, man, in my comment. Big Ed, good to see you back, buddy. All right, we're gonna snatch this wheel off. Now let's go ahead and pull that top nut. Then we'll pull that wheel off there. Should be 1.5 inches on that nut. I'm hoping that rear jack keeps this thing stable when I pull everything off. A lot of people ask me about this riser setup. You better get a look at it now. It's a 5/8 I got to pull out. I'll let y'all see me take it off. I'll show it to y'all. I'll show it to you in about that much time. It has a couple of pinch bolts inside after you take that cap nut off. Just locked on there. But that's it right there. You can get that from Throttle Addiction. That's who sells that particular one. It just slides down over your springer. Comes with built-in risers. Got 2 pinch bolts that go on. It's like that. That'll be a headlight mount you can use. Or a place to put a headlight mount. I guess that's showing up. They're proud of that. That thing's like $250, man. I got it on 3 of my bikes. I got it on the David Man, I got it on the Panhead, and I had it on this one. So I'm gonna snatch this wheel off and then we'll come on back. Bam, what's that music, man? You guys ain't gonna see this till after it's over with, but that annual swap meet that I go to, I don't really talk about where it is. If you're from around here, you know the swap meet I'm talking about. It's at a particular motorcycle club's compound. The only motorcycle club I've ever mentioned on this channel is the one Slick belongs to, the Reading Motorcycle Club. Shout out to the Reading Motorcycle Club. Because I've got permission to say their name, so. But you know who I'm talking about if you're in this area. This is that Paco. We're gonna put it in that box. But I plan on putting it back on this bike. I've ridden this bike less than 50 miles. But everything worked like it should, so I just want to be comfortable up there in Texas, and I don't want to do nothing stupid and look like an idiot. So I'm gonna set the bike up. It makes me feel more like I'm on that one. Then I'll ride this bike more. It's just been so busy, man. I ain't had time to do anything this year, it seems like. All right. Let me pull this one off. I'll have to run this style mounting bracket, which we'll have to pull that off this headlight and use on that one. As long as it's the same size. But I've got another one. Sometimes they're usually the same, but sometimes they can be a little thinner. That one's the same. This headlight's just a little bit smaller. This looks like a 7, this looks like a 6. And I'm gonna guess this headlight's a 5-inch. I don't know. But we'll see. We got a headlight anyway. We ain't gotta worry about that. Put all that in there. Then we're gonna snatch that one off, right? Is that what I said we're gonna do? Oh, my neighbors know I drink beer. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to pause y'all a little bit more. This video here getting long in the tooth. It's almost 24 minutes. And only my diehards will watch for 24 minutes. Shout out to my diehards. Y'all know who you are. Pop, pop. Y'all watch any car shows? I do. I watch some car channels where they build cool cars and revive old cars, and because there's only so many chopper channels, motorcycle channels out there that's worth watching. And then I watch them. I ain't got no watch. I watch car shows. But there's one called Puddin's Fab Shop. He's over in Oklahoma. He's funny as hell, man. He'll edit some funny shit in, man. He'll. Yeah. That's what he does. He does that. gonna leave that motor sitting in this bike because I only got one engine stand right now. I gave that other engine stand away. And I need to take the bearing out of this one and grease it because it ain't been greased. I just used it to put this one in. But let's get this off and back on. I'll show y'all just how hard it is to do this. It's not easy. Now, before I can install this one, I need to put a bearing. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I've got my tool I used to do bearings with. I think I do, yeah. I think I got it. I don't like setting it down like that, but all right. Grease it was in there because I cleaned this bearing really good. I bet I've got a set, guys. I'm looking for bearings. I told you. Told you I thought I had some. Road Amentos Amcam. Oh, this might be made in China. I only use these for. Oh hell no! That's an outer bearing support. For like if you're gonna run an open primary, you need the outer bearing support. That's exactly what that is. And that's a Japanese or a German bearing. That's not Chinese. Yeah. Oh, that is a Chinese bearing. Never mind. Probably one I ordered. I got a bearing place I go to. They have German and Japanese bearings. I don't mind those, but I don't like a Chinese bearing. This ain't T-Move we working with around here. Well, sadly, guys, it looks like I'm out of latex gloves. So, if you got a brand new bearing, you're good. If it's a bearing you just cleaned, then make sure it's clean. Set it down somewhere. I think I'm going to get this where you can see it, but what you want to do, take and push right at the edge and push and do like that. And work it through until you start seeing the grease push through here and push through up here. I know they make the fancy little doo-ha thing that you can put it in and do that right there, but I ain't got one of them. Because I'm sketchy, y'all. Slick does it this way too. He just likes having greasy hands, y'all. I'm not sure maybe what he likes to keep his hands greased for. He's kind of a weirdo, but if y'all haven't gone up and subscribed to his channel, take a minute and run over and subscribe to him. You can always take this extra grease and just shove it down in your neck. I promise I don't think you have too much grease in the next stem. Man, this video turned it out a little longer than I needed it to. Shit, we're at 30 minutes. All right, well, I'm gonna show y'all that I have to put this thing in by myself, so y'all just stay with me. All right. Oh, you know what? I can't get the dust cap off of this other one. I need that dust cap, that lower dust cap. I need that lower dust cap because I ain't got one. I should have had one on it though. Oh, I can't get it off because the only way I get that bearing out is to tear it up or press the next stem out of it. Shit. Because once these damn things seize down on the next stem, you're not getting it back off. All right, maybe it ain't that imperative that I got one on the bottom. What do y'all think? Damn it, Bobby. All right. Y'all can see where it stopped at. I'm guessing. You see how far down it'll go. I got a little trick for that. All right, I gotta run to my other truck. Y'all hold tight for a second. All right, this is sketchy as hell, but what are we known for around here, guys? Being sketchy. I keep bumping into that jack. I'm gonna knock that bike off. That's the handle off my floor jack. Yep, she's seated. She ain't never gonna have a dust seal on her, so it is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna show y'all how I gotta put this on by myself. I'm gonna get that nut started and I'm gonna stop y'all because I wanna have enough time in this video for y'all to be able to see the bike finish. But it's gonna look different. It may not seem like it, but it'll look different. So sometimes it's easier if you've got the wheel already on it, but I had this one set at the height for a 6 over. This is either stock or 2 over. I think this one's a 2 over. These nuts go a certain way, right, for the particular cap, and there's a big washer that'll set right on that, and then your top nut goes over that. So they go a certain way. On these aftermarket ones. On your old Harley inline sprinklers, I don't think it matters, but. All right, so we got that done. She's on there, and I have to judge this by feel. To me, that's a tad loose. A couple more ugga duggas. Yeah, see, that's a little tight right there. There we go, right there. To me, that's perfect. Had to back it off about a half turn. I like to bring it back just about to center and let go. That's center right there. That's just almost center. She'll fall on her own at all. In my opinion, that's close enough. I mean, there may be some of y'all out there telling me I'm dead nuts wrong. I may be, I don't know. I am self-taught at this. Nobody's taught me how to do this. I just bought a bike, learned how to weld. I still don't know how to weld, but I can stick metal together. Start buying stuff and making stuff and putting shit together and making it work, man. I'm gonna bring y'all back when we're done. This video's 35 minutes long. Holy shit, nobody's gonna watch that much of a video. I know you diehards will, man. I love y'all for that. Okay, we got the front end on it. You really can't tell yet how it's gonna look. But I showed you when I put the nut, the castle nut, the spacer nut that goes under your top clamp. It's gotta go on, you know, and I showed you how to get your fallback on it. What works for me. Again, I don't know what's right or wrong on this. I know what's worked for me and didn't kill me yet. But then you gotta keep in mind when you tighten this one down. Right there is center. A little past center, she'll fall. Let's see. There's center. A little past center, she'll fall. Man, that's good for me right there. What you gotta remember, when you're not using a clamp like that, and you're using this top clamp, it slides down over your trees, that nut will be on that. Then this sits on here, and that threads down into the top end, into your top end. You also got to remember when you tighten these down, it draws pressure on that front end. It'll change how it falls. But to me, that's a standard fallback right there. I use that on every front end, whether it's a hydroscopic or a Springer, and it's working for me. So. I have no idea what that other riser is. Should be two risers out here. Maybe I only got one out. But, because this video is getting long, I'm going to stop y'all again till I get the handlebars on it and the new seat on it. Holy smokes, Batman. We're at almost 38 minutes. We are at 38 minutes. Wow. So there it is. A little bit different stance, guys. I hope y'all are really paying attention to how it looked before I put that front end on it. The other that front end right there is 4 inches longer. So that brings that front end down a little bit, you know. No front brake and a foot clutch, man. It makes it a little bit easier to control just because I hadn't got used to riding that bike, man. This is the first foot clutch bike I'd ever ridden. I got used to riding it, so I want to be comfortable. So I'm trying to set this one up to be like that. So I'm going to throw a different seat on it. If I can make that seat fit, maybe. I don't know. I hate that seat that's on it. It's just very uncomfortable. But we're going to see if we can make a different seat work. And then we will slowly move on from there. But I'll bring y'all back. We're going to make this video a little bit longer. Well, there it is, guys. There's my finished product. I don't have the seat mounted yet. I got a drill and tap, a place for the tab right there, and then I'm probably not even going to mount it in the back. I'm just going to mount it right there and let it ride against the fender. I may put some strip of Velcro back there, A, to hold that wire down, and B, to help the seat stay on. Because I could ride my wife if I had to. That wouldn't be nothing for her to lean back against, but if I needed to ride her, if I had trouble with this one, I'm taking two. Hopefully I can make it through. So I need to mount the seat, put a bolt back in that sissy bar, and then I need to get the mount off that front end over there and put on here, and then mount my headlight back, and then I'll be ready. I'll be ready to hopefully take this one out and ride it a little bit this weekend. Try to put 40, 50 miles on it, see how I do with that seat. Again, I'm not a big fan of that seat either, but my only other option is to pull the seat off of this bike and put on it. But the problem with that is I would have to zip tie it to the sissy bar because I didn't make, see, I made a mount, but that's only to bolt or to weld the bayonet to. But there it is. That's what she looks like with a lowered front end on it. And that's that inline Springer replica front end. To a lot of y'all, it may look like the same bike, but to those of you that know, it's not. It's clearly different. I got the front end of that frame down a whole lot. It's got a much more comfortable seat on it. I will probably sell that seat at the swap meet. Shout out to my painter, Fuse's Bike Art. He painted that picture right there, that sign for me. That's pretty bitchin'. That's hippie when he had his long hair. But he painted this white bike. He painted this pan head, which I ain't focused on. Look at that. Look how deep that flake is in that paint. Like he nailed it on that, man. The scallops. I kind of saw I'll tell him the paint I'm looking for, because when I build a bike, I kind of see it in my mind before I start, and I knew what this one was going to look like before I built it. I kind of saw the scallops a little bigger, but man, I'm not bitching. He did a phenomenal job. He painted this one to the T because this is an exact replica of the David Mann Ghost Rider bike, except for the king queen seat and the sissy bar. And I got a cone, and he had a generator shovel, and I'm fixing to put a generator shovel in that frame. We ain't going over that again. So a couple more minutes, and we'll shut this video down. It may have been boring to y'all, I don't know, but I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I gotta push some bars forward, too far back. I don't want to be riding like that. I want to ride like this, but I want my hands up here like this. I gotta push the bars forward, but it'll be, just my feet playing a little more firmer. The bike's just a lot easier to handle because I'm having the foot clutch and jogging shift. I'm having to hit neutral, foot down, hit the brake, Man, if I add my old lady to the back of that, that's a whole new equation, which I probably won't. Probably what I'll have her do the day I ride this bike. I'll probably ride that bike. Well, that one starts the easiest, so if I'm gonna do the kickstart contest, I want the panhead to be there, and that's probably gonna be on Saturday. I'll probably ride this bike on Friday, have her follow me in the truck. I don't know. I might go over there and set up vendor style. My truck, my pop-up tent with Slick's banner and my banner and a table with some of my shirts, and my bike's parked out front. I may just do it like that, honestly. And then every day going back to because I got a hotel room. Me and my old lady will just ride my bike back and forth to the hotel. It's like 10, 12 miles away where I'm going to stay. And I'll just I'll chain this one up to the truck or the trailer or something. Not that I think anybody would take it, but, I don't know. We're going to shut this down again. Go check out Terry Massey, Massey's MC Service. He's starting to really make some progress on that iron head. And again, go check out Slick at Slickhead Custom Cycles. That's my brother from another mother. Check out wrapup at It's My Time, Let's Go. I got the swap meet Saturday, which y'all ain't gonna see this till after that. This will probably be the video I post before Texas Born Free. I'm gonna film all of Born Free on my GoPro. I may do some shorts because I get to meet John and Craig from the Easy Co. I'm gonna get to meet them. I'm gonna get to meet Corey, Saddle Tramp, and I'm sure I'm gonna meet other. Probably Wings Motor Co. will probably be there. I've seen him there for a couple years. Meet a few heavy hitters in the old school motorcycle scene, chopper scene. So Slick, there you go, bro. You'll be editing a video for me in a few weeks. man, I wish Slick could come and go, man, but his schedule's too full to be able to go with me this year. Maybe me and him can make plans to go next year or something. We'll see what's up with that. But anyway, come hell or high water, I'm gonna be at Born Free, Texas, because I missed Georgia Grundle run, and it was 5 hours away. Texas is like 10 or 11. But anyway, we're gonna shut it down. This is Hippie's Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper, where we keep them sketchy all the mother effing time.